Okay, it was a little frustrating. I just did this whole video, and when I went to upload it, I realized I had it in portrait lock. So it was trying to film it as if it was a short. I don't know if you're aware. Your regular videos that are more than a minute are in landscape, and the shorts are in portrait. So, gonna do it again. By the way, if you dig the channel, dig the videos, please give me a thumbs up and a subscription. If you don't, that's cool too. Do you? It's quite windy today, so hopefully it doesn't drown me out too badly. I will get right into the subject. So, by the way, tack för sist. Välkommen tillbaka. Thank you for the last time, welcome back. Anybody that's Norwegian, I'm originally from Norway. So I've had this back issue now for going on 2 weeks, and it's something I've dealt with off and on my whole adult life. I get periods where I have 3 to 5 days where my back is just really bad. Usually it's 2 or 3 really bad days and 2 or 3 uncomfortable days, and then it's done. But this is going on 2 weeks, so I finally broke down and called my doctor. 2 days ago, 2 or 3 days ago was awful, just a horrible day. I couldn't get up off the couch. I'd have to roll onto my stomach to get on my knees to do anything. And that's not bitching and complaining, I'm just stating what happened, leading to kind of what my point is here. So I try really hard to live a life where I think positively. I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm not perfect at it by any means. My wife's really good at that, at saying, you know, that person probably flipped you off because they're having a bad day. Just don't worry about it. And I've tried to take that into account and incorporate that into my life. But one of the things I do pretty much every day, especially at night, but I try to do it in the mornings too, is kind of say a prayer to God, the universe, whatever you believe in. It's cool. I don't judge other people's beliefs. For me, it's God. I don't know exactly what that is, but I have a concept in my mind without going into detail. And I just kind of go through the list of things I'm thankful for: my family, my home, my job, friends, you know, all the basic stuff. But the one thing I never really think about is my health. When I'm healthy, and I think it's a human thing because I know a lot of people do this, you don't think about your health until you don't have it. So the last week and a half, 2 weeks has just been brutal. There were 2 or 3 days in there where it was just like, I just want to be knocked out and wake up when this is better. But you know, that's not really an option. So I deal with it and I go through the day and try and make the best I can of it. But I really want to, going forward, start appreciating when I am healthy, when I do feel good. You know, I consider myself in decent shape because the job I have to work. It's really hard labor. You know, it's manual labor. A lot of stretching, a lot of bending, a lot of ladder work. I'm up and down ladders hundreds of times every day. So I consider myself in decent shape. But then, you know, if I stretch in the morning, I notice a big difference. And I'll go through periods where I do, and then I get out of the habit, and that's when things happen. That's when this back issue, I think it happened just because I was painting a really tall ceiling and I had to reach, you know, way up and put all my pressure on there for quite a while. And I think I tweaked something. That's the only thing we can think of. But it's put me out of commission now. I had to fly home from California. Luckily, my son works for an airline, so he got me home really cheap. But I'm in the middle of a job. I need to get back there. So going forward, I want to really focus on appreciating health. I've become a believer in the last few years because of my youngest daughter and my wife in kind of manifesting, whatever you want to call it, putting good out into the world. Good comes back into your life. It's not a consistent thing. It doesn't work every time, but I think in the long run, karma's a thing. I believe in that kind of stuff. I believe there's more to us than this life. Don't know exactly what that is. I know some of you, including my dad, know 100% what's happening next. I'm not that confident, but by the way, it's still morning, so some coffee. My parents are in their 80s. My mom turns 84 next week. My dad's just a few months behind her. And I've noticed the big change in them in the last couple of years. Their minds are completely there, but you can see their bodies are slowing down. And I know for me at 62, I don't heal the way I did at 32. And it's part of the reason I'm trying to get out of this rat race in the next couple of years and retire. Retirement for me does not mean sitting on my couch and drinking coffee and watching TV all day. I want to golf a lot more, but I will always have some sort of side hustle. I have a couple of side hustles going now. I have an Etsy shop. I design Norwegian stuff, Scandinavian stuff. Started using AI, which is really fun. So I will always be doing something, but we want to camp a lot more, travel more. And that doesn't mean exotic European trips, although we are finally going back to Norway this summer. So I'm very excited about that. Hope to see all my relatives. If any of you are watching, vi må träffas när vi kommer tillbaka till Norge, vet du. We'll have to meet up when we come back to Norway. I've got so many relatives there. So I guess the video is about appreciating everything that we have, including the things we don't think about. And health is a major, major thing, especially as you're getting older. Things hurt on me more than they used to. Things take longer to heal. It's chilly out here. It's 46 degrees, but that wind makes it feel like it's 26. And just being thankful for what I have. I feel like I live a pretty blessed life. I work hard for my life. I've been a contractor now for 40 years. And I started working when I was 12. I had a paper route and I worked at my dad's welding shop for 10, 12 hours every week. I have basically been working for 50 years, and I would like to slow down a little bit. Like I said, I won't stop. I can't just do nothing, but I would love to hear your comments. I try to read the comments. I have a TikTok channel too that's more kind of just goofiness. Norwegian Arnold is the name of that if you want to check it out. But I'd love to hear your comments, what you think about this kind of stuff. It's very rare. Every once in a while I get a negative comment. Just so you know, if you're one of those people, I read them, but I don't respond to them. I don't take them in. Those of you that respond with kindness and positivity, I consider you friends, even though I don't know you. Those of you that would put some negative troll comment out there, I don't consider you a friend. I don't consider you at all. I feel bad for your life that you feel the need to do that to people. So this is about positivity. That's why I started this channel, to try to put some good into the world for whatever it's worth from my tiny little speck of existence. But I hope you all are having a beautiful day, a beautiful week. I hope things go your way. And I'd love to hear your comments. Tack för denna gången. Vi snackas igen snart. Thank you for this time, and we'll talk again soon. I appreciate it so much. Peace, love.